Thanks for choosing us. I'm Katie Rammel.
And I'm Steve Irvin. We begin with that tuberculosis scare on a US Airways flight into Phoenix.
And tonight, officials are trying to figure out if the passenger behind the scare actually has the disease.
ABC 15's Pete Serranos joins us now in the newsroom. And Pete, do we have any updates on his condition?
Well, I just got a text message from the CDC, and they tell me it could take several days before they fully know the condition of this passenger. But doctors say even if that man was infected, chances of other passengers on that plane catching TB are highly unlikely.
We do not recommend that they seek health care.
Clear-cut advice tonight from Rebecca Sonnenschein. As a doctor with the Maricopa County Department of Public Health, she interviewed the passenger who may be infected with tuberculosis. Paramedics removed that man from a US Airways plane November 30th for what they're calling an unknown medical condition.
During my own interview of the patient, which lasted approximately an hour, he did not cough once, and the patient himself said that he has not been coughing at all.
The scare started after the passenger's doctor in Austin, Texas, called the CDC, saying he was treating the man for a respiratory illness and grew a culture similar to TB. A timeline provided by CDC says that the call was made around noon Eastern time on Saturday. The timeline also showed that it took close to 5 hours to track down the passenger's flight, get approval from the Department of Health, and eventually add the passenger to the TSA's Do Not Board list. But by then, he was already on the flight. While there's still no confirmation he has TB, Dr. Sonnenschein says passengers on the flight shouldn't worry about possibly being infected.
Tuberculosis is spread by being exposed to somebody with active TB who is coughing or sneezing or expelling sputum on them. It's not spread through holding hands or touching or kissing.
And that doctor also added that according to research by the CDC, a passenger would have to be on the flight with someone for more than 8 hours in order for any infection to be passed on. This flight, of course, was only 2 hours, but she did say if people are still worried, to go to a doctor or the local public health department for assistance with that testing.
Yeah, keep us updated. Thank you, Pete.